dying and leaving all of your belongings to your loved ones, if you will. And it's scary, right? Death is scary because we don't know what happens. That's why nobody has ever had sex, okay? Nobody knows what it's like. And as skeptical as I am about the existence of a god or an afterlife, there's still a big part of me that wants to believe that my loved ones that have passed away are still out there somewhere, you know, watching over. It brings a lot of sadness, fear, and uncertainty to people. And when there's sadness, fear, and uncertainty, there's gonna be people trying to capitalize on that. Which brings us to the topic of today's video. I'm talking about psychic mediums, obviously. Who are unfamiliar, a medium is someone who can mediate communication between the dead and the living. And like a ghost, I'm going to be transparent here for a second. A little while back, I did have a medium come on my podcast and give me a reading. And I'm going to be honest, it was actually kind of crazy. I am very gullible, so maybe that played a part, but she knew things about my dead family members that she should not have. It was crazy. So there are mediums who are legitimate, trustworthy, professional.
She said that everything has been going up and you're getting rid of the old to step into a new timeline.
Okay.
She said you moved into your new house. I know this, but she's saying you moved into your new house. You began to make it a home. You've brought people into your home. You're getting ready to shift jobs and careers at the beginning of the year. So we're talking very close to Christmas. And you were talking about Eddie. So normally Edward would be there with you, but for some reason it wasn't his energy that was there. It was her energy in your new house. And she heard you and another person, which is, I believe, a male, talking about Eddie. And they said that you were in the computer at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Chris were in Eddie's computer.
Because he keeps talking about being in that room, and now his energy's not in that room, but your grandmother was in the room, and she heard a conversation between you, and this was Chris, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I told Eddie to get out of that room so I can have a private conversation, actually.
That's exactly what happened. He did leave, but your grandmother was there with you, and your grandmother tells me there was a conversation oh my God, I didn't know he felt this way. And Chris said, that explains a lot. If he really feels like that, he must be schizophrenic. And both of you thought he was schizophrenic. One said it, the other one agreed. And then when you saw the list, it came to light that no wonder he did and thought the way he did after what you saw.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened.
Hi, Chris.
Hi there.
He said, and there was a conversation that you kind of got re-energized with anger because this doctor diagnosed him with this trans body dysmorphia rather than treating him for the actual schizophrenia that he had.
Yeah.
He'll be there until you do what you're going to do with his remaining ashes, they said. As you choose what you're going to do and you keep transcending and moving forward, because it's been almost 10 months?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just too cold, and I just didn't want to put anybody's safety on the line with the snow and how cold it was. It was just, I couldn't get out to other people.
His energy is ascending back and forth to allow himself to heal and allow you to have somebody else's energy in the house. Chris said he felt his energy or had something weird happen. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Okay. Acknowledging that was Edward kind of throwing his weight around so that Chris would feel his energy.
There are some bad ones. Oh yeah. Mediums that are just in it for the cash, Even though all of these people are dead, so kind of on brand. But no, there's people who are in it to just make a quick buck. South Park did a whole episode about these people.
But I'm a psychic.
No, dude, you're a douche.
I'm not a douche. What if I really believe dead people talk to me?
then you're a stupid douche.
Medium we're going to be talking about today goes by the name of Psychic Natalia. She does these TikTok live streams where she communicates with people's dead loved ones. A bit about Natalia. She's a newer psychic, and we know this from a 2020 Facebook post that reads, "Okay, so apparently I found out today that I am psychic and a medium. I have 3 times in the past month woken in the middle of the night because of a name being said in my ear over and over to the point it wakes me up. Each time this has Hapo3 into me. 3 times, as I said now, in the past month, it is a first and a last name, and when I Google it, it is someone who has recently passed. I spoke with a medium friend of mine who tells me I have psychic abilities. Freaky. One share." Freaky indeed. I was first introduced to Natalia by a TikTok that pops up on my For You page. So I guess someone paid for a reading from Natalia, and she just says the most vague, generic things of all time that could pretty much apply to anybody.
So I'm seeing your uncle with dark hair, taller man. He wasn't really tall, but he was taller. I'm seeing him as a very bubbly, very energetic person. But most of all, your uncle really loved you, sweetheart, okay? He had a big love for you. I'm seeing the 2 of you were extremely close. Thank you, Water.
Also, the random, TikTok hat that, materializes on her head while she's doing that doesn't really add to her legitimacy at all. Yeah, I'm sensing a deep sadness in your heart and all of your loved ones when your dad magically passed away.
Goblin just donated 200 TikTok coins.
Unfortunately, his life was taken. He was quite young. This was a type of cancer or illness that took his life.
And then she asked this person to type in the chat whether or not she is correct.
I'm gonna just put the chat back on to see if I am connecting properly, because there's a lot of people in here.
And this is where we find out her uncle did not die from cancer. He actually took his own life. So she's wrong. And instead of admitting her mistake, moving on, refunding the money, maybe, she does this.
Yeah, he did kill himself. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did say his life was taken quite quickly. That is what I said.
What the fuck?
This was a type of cancer or illness that took his life. Yeah, he did kill himself. Yeah, that is what I said.
Those aren't the same thing. Dude. Also, that's not what you said. You said his life was taken.
Unfortunately, his life was taken.
Which is not an impressive psychic reading at all. Hey, can you tell me about my dead dad? He died. And as the reading goes on, she just keeps digging her grave deeper and deeper and deeper.
Relax, guys. You don't know what it is like to be a medium. I don't know if it was cancer. It's a guessing game with that, okay?
No, it's not okay. Actually, it's not okay at all. Dude, also that smile she does after? It's a guessing game, okay? Pretty much admitting she's not psychic at all. I'm just guessing, I don't know. And the craziest thing about all of this, she sees no problem with what she just said.
Why are people so rude? Why are you guys even here? If you don't believe in me, what would you like?
So once everybody's turned on her, she tries to explain why she thought that, I guess.
When I see spirit, I see a shadow, not that I need to tell you. So I see it's a man or a female. They don't tell me how they died, I just feel the pain. So I felt an intense pain, so I said probably cancer.
Okay, sure, but that also doesn't make any fucking sense because literally 30 seconds before she said that he had dark hair.
So I'm seeing your uncle with dark hair.
Also, to be sorry, I just felt your uncle in an insane amount of pain. He suffered a lot. You feel better?
So I felt an intense pain, so I said probably cancer.
Could you say worse shit to someone?
Why are people so rude?
It's just so frustrating to watch because imagine paying someone for a service and then when they get everything wrong, they're just well, I don't know, I'm guessing. Why are you being so mean to me? And dude, you just gotta look up her name on TikTok. There are countless examples of her getting everything wrong. Hi. So in my quest to find clips of Natalia getting things wrong, I ended up discovering way more clips that not only show Natalia as a bad psychic, but a bad person. So this montage has changed a little bit. Slight trigger warning here for some racism. All right.
Was the name by any chance a G? No. Please know that when somebody passes, the last thing to go, is the brain. I said I used to work in healthcare. I never claimed to be a nurse. I used to be a nurse. So the initials J or G doesn't mean anything to you? No. I got pissed off and I called somebody the N-word and then I apologized, so now they can't get over it. This friend of yours that passed away had an addiction, correct? No. Okay, so let's just focus on the people that are gifting and not the haters. This was a car crash? No. Nothing I said made sense. Well, that's funny because I talked to you before and you told me you did have a cousin that passed away. Was he either a guitar player or a singer? Because I am seeing a form of music coming through. No. Are you at work or are you on welfare? Are you caught and need watermelon? You have his ashes? No.